Good evening. Making the headlines on Mello TV Evening News at 8. Unidentified man shot in Maroon Town. 2 men killed by police in Red Ground, Negril. Prime Minister highlights investment, gang management and more at EU CELAC session. Leadership transition at NCB Financial Group. And Michael Lee Chin returns to NCB. And now the details. A diplomatic dispute has developed between the United States and Jamaica due to Jamaica's refusal to grant accreditation to the same-sex spouse of an American diplomat. The United States initially requested Jamaica's approval for the diplomat's partner to receive diplomatic immunity and privileges. However, the Jamaican government did not respond promptly and later rejected the request, citing that recognizing same-sex marriages is illegal in the country. In response, the United States rejected a request from Jamaica to extend the stay of 3 Jamaican diplomats in the United States, notifying them to leave immediately after their 5-year diplomatic visas expire. Now, this action deviates from the usual practice of granting visa extensions to Jamaican diplomats beyond the 5-year period. The affected diplomats include Jamaica's ambassador to the United States and the Consul General in Miami. It remains unclear if the United States government will take further diplomatic measures against Jamaica in response to their refusal to grant diplomatic immunity to the American diplomat's spouse. In Maroon Town, St. James, an unidentified man was shot by the police earlier today. Now, the incident occurred when police officers were conducting an operation in the Showcastle area at around 3 a.m., where the officers were reportedly met with gunfire from individuals armed with high-powered weapons. They returned fire, and once the shooting subsided, the unidentified man was found with gunshot wounds. He was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, but was pronounced dead. The police recovered an illegal firearm and multiple rounds of ammunition from the deceased gunman. Still making the news tonight, Prime Minister Andrew Holness addressed the EU CELAC summit, highlighting Jamaica's focus on investment rather than increasing debt. He welcomed the EU's €45 billion Global Gateway Investment Initiative, which aims to promote investments, infrastructure, technology, energy, and climate. Mr. Holness expressed hope for de-risking investments, accessible interest rates, and technology transfers. Take it down.
While we have made human efforts to regain lost economic ground, our small and exposed economy remains vulnerable to external shocks. We are therefore focused on building our resilience to ensure sustainable economic growth and development and to remain on track to meet the goals of the 2030 agenda. This will require, among other actions, investment in critical infrastructure, including renewable energy, new technologies and digital transformation, as well as unimpeded access to external markets, including for Jamaica's services export. Jamaica is therefore encouraged by the objectives of the Global Gateway Investment Agenda. We look forward to the implementation of this investment agenda in Jamaica.
He also highlighted the destabilizing impact of gangs, guns, and drugs in the Latin American and Caribbean region, referring to criminal gangs as the new terrorists. He called for a coordinated approach at regional and international levels to address this issue. Additionally, Mr. Holness mentioned the devastating impact of the Russian-Ukrainian war on small developing countries like Jamaica, particularly in terms of food prices for the poor and minimum wage earners. He concluded by urging cooperation and pragmatic actions for the benefit of the people and expressed hope for a strengthened relationship between CELAC and Europe. In news from the financial sector, as of today, July 18, NCB Financial Group Limited, NCBFG, has announced a temporary leadership transition. The Honorable Patrick Hilton, OJCD, and Mr. Dennis Cohen, both esteemed figures in the company, have voluntarily proceeded on a 3-week vacation leave by mutual agreement. During this period, the company plans to make interim and long-term arrangements to ensure smooth operations in their absence. To address immediate responsibilities, the Honorable Michael Lee Chin, OJ, Chairman of NCBFG, will be taking on some executive duties. NCBFG expressed deep appreciation for the dedicated service of Mr. Hilton and Mr. Cohen to the company over the past 20 and 19 years, respectively. Under their leadership, the group has achieved and maintained record-breaking levels of financial performance. In the meantime, prominent businessman Michael Lee Chin has cut short his vacation leave to return to his role at the National Commercial Bank, NCB. NCB has confirmed his re-entry after his leave of absence expired. In a statement, NCB announced that Mr. Lee Chin will resume his duties on the boards of NCBFG, National Commercial Bank Limited, and Guardian Holdings Limited. Mr. Lee Chin shared his satisfaction with having resolved the matters that ended his leave sooner than anticipated. He expressed enthusiasm about furthering his involvement in leading the NCB Group and enhancing its value for stakeholders. A mother and her son were fatally shot by gunmen on St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The victims are 50-year-old Georgia Coleman, businesswoman from St. John's Road, and Jerome Justin Walters, 21, a bus conductor from Railway Lane. The incident occurred at around 7:45 p.m. when 2 men on a motorbike opened fire at them at the mother's business establishment. Both victims succumbed to their injuries at the Spanish Town Hospital. The police are conducting investigations to ascertain the motive behind the armed attack. And that's our news package for you tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News at 8. I am Shelley Hill. Do stay safe, pleasant viewing, and thanks for watching.